So in my book that I published last year, Augmented Life in the Smart Lane, I identified 4 key disruptive themes. The first is obvious, it's artificial intelligence, and we sort of classify that in 3 stages of development, which is, the first is today simple AI, machine learning, machines that can replicate one task that a human does, like vacuuming the floor or driving a car. And then you have artificial general intelligence, where you can have a conversation with an AI, and it can mimic a human, through to strong AI. So every piece of autonomous equipment, like a robot that can perform a task on itself, has some form of artificial intelligence. That's going to be the big disruptor from an employment perspective. Second theme, embedded technology experiences. So we are changing the computing platform to be a lot simpler. Whether it's smart glasses we'll wear that will give us data in our head-up display, or a smart assistant that we can talk to that will understand our behavior and react to our needs, this is going to be embedded in the world around us. Third, health tech and gene therapy. So ingestible sensors that we can swallow that will be able to understand our health and tell us when we need to go to the doctor, or sequencing our DNA and editing out diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, or genetic cancers and so forth, which are passed down in a hereditary manner. Fourth is sort of the application of all these technologies together to create economies that are differentiated on smart infrastructure. So smart cities, smart companies, smart economies based on all of these technologies coming together. As you would have had economies built on the railway in the 1850s, economies now built on the blockchain, AI, and these sorts of capabilities. So I get asked the question, if you're a banker today, if you're a CEO of a bank, what's the first thing you do? And so the first thing I'd start with is really around the customer side of the business, which is take everything that we do for our customers today, every product or experience that we have out there, and look at the friction of that. So I try to eliminate all of the friction. The signature on a piece of paper, the submission of the documents, figure out a way to get the data so you can make that decision without that. Figure out a way to identify the customer that doesn't require a face-to-face or a paper signature on a piece of paper. Think about how to deliver your services in real time, anywhere, whenever the customer needs that capability. That's the first thing I'd start with. Secondly, start with thinking in terms of the long-term viability of the bank as a platform, and how that bank as a platform is going to be available in different scenarios in the future. And what technologies do you need to deploy, whether it's blockchain or open AI technology, and leveraging that. And then start hiring for that future for the bank. I say to bankers, I said on the stage today, stop hiring bankers. You don't need any more bankers. What you need now to invest in is the technology skills, which are the future of the bank. So if you're a treasurer in a large corporate today, for example, the function of the bank is to solve a lot of the problems you have around money movement, access to capital, and so forth. Ultimately, where banks are going to work better with corporates in this respect is the artificial intelligence will be able to apply to the banking platform, will anticipate your needs for growth and the needs of your business before you're even aware of that. And that will be the job of a good banker in the future, is to understand your business and the behavior of your business, and take into account all of the data that sort of indicates to us what the future growth opportunities are and so forth, and give you opportunities to leverage that. So if you think about the architecture of running the business day to day, cash flow, the accounting function, and all of that, essentially both from the perspective internally within the business and within the supporting mechanism of the bank, as that gets automated, it's really about the fact that we can anticipate or predict the behavior of the business and see where there are opportunities to provide growth and sort of inject the bank as a platform in to solve those day-to-day business problems efficiently. And the most efficient way to do that is to help you solve it even before you're aware of that problem as a business. And that's really that art of prediction through technology and data analysis is where I see a big boon to the way banks work with treasury functions in corporates.